So they see you isolated alone and they think you a punk. Spirit guide says step aside cause I'm popping the trunk. I thought I told you. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. My team is always here. Baby, let me tell you, I was awakened at 4 a.m. And I heard the message, God told me, a few days ago, I'm gonna start waking you up earlier. You're gonna get your day started earlier. So when I was awakened at 4 a.m., I was like, please, God, please. You know I'm not no early morning person. But God said, no, you can go back to sleep after you finish praying. And I'm like, but I already did my prayers. Like, okay, what am I praying about? Because, before I go to bed, I always create sacred space. And I remove my energetic grid so that I am invisible to all, because I know I got some haters. In this journey, I've had to leave a lot of people behind, and some of them are really bitter about it, but that's their wounds, that's their problem. So I knew, I had some lurkers, hence the message from last week, those looking ass. And so I'm like, okay, so like, what is it? So I was praying for y'all. Whoever is resonating with this message, I'm praying for y'all. And now I'm going to alert you and let you know that as you are within your home, within your car, whatever, you need to create sacred space. Because some folks that are refusing to evolve is projecting negative energy. So should have caught that when I kept hearing that song by Rockwell. And I'm showing my age, y'all, on this one, but it's like, I always feel like somebody's watching me. But the next part just screams. It's like, I ain't got no privacy. And it was like the privacy was like flash, like paparazzi. And so Spirit said screenshots. And I'm like, screenshots of what? Screenshots of your videos, screenshots of your content. I'm like, for what? But once again, this was not a message just for me, because although we are all on our own personal journeys, just like, many tarot readings, a lot of different souls connect with the same message, and certain messages that, are created, at a specific time may be sent to someone else, years later, and it still be completely relevant. So let's get back to the sacred space. So, how do you create sacred space? As you are within your home, you are simply looking at the walls, and I like to call it, if you've ever watched that movie Matrix, and the green grids just were like, illuminating the walls, every square inch of it, like an electrical force field. This is how you are creating sacred space. And as you are looking at that wall, you are creating an actual force field on that entire wall, while you are stating to yourself, this room is being sealed to sacred space for only my enlightened team. So you start with that wall to the left. Then you start with that wall in front of you. When you get to the exiting point, you are going to say, any being that is unenlightened within this space, exit immediately. And if you want to open up that door, open up that window, open it up, let them out. If you do not want to open that door or that window, you can call on Archangel Michael, call on Archangel Metatron, and ask them to come in and remove any darkness that is within the home and barricade it. Seal it and don't let any energies come inside that sacred space. You are going to do each and every wall that way. You are going to do every square inch of that floor as well as the ceiling. And after you have sealed that ceiling, you are going to make a declaration statement. This room is now sealed to sacred space for only my enlightened beings. Why do you want to say only your enlightened beings? Because once we leave our flesh suits, baby, we can go anywhere, okay? So that means if I leave this flesh suit, I can come and check on you, your mama, your daddy, your granny, whoever I want to, unless that living soul has declared that it is not welcome there. So once you have declared that sacred space and they are not welcome there, anyone that tries to disrespect or go against that energetic boundary, your guides have the right to step in as your protective army and do whatever is necessary to make sure that that space remains sacred for you to have your energetic peace. So do that. Do that, okay? You can do that with your vehicles. Also, I do want to remind you that if you have other people that you share a living space with, you want to make sure that you are asking for only y'all's enlightened team, because you don't want to kick out, your son or your daughter or, your husband's enlightened team. You want them to be there to be able to protect and guide and give them, clarity along the way as well. So create that sacred space. And I'll tell you a quick story about when I got to sending out some requests for the universe to manifest some things for me, and I was not in sacred space. Let me tell you, when it came delivered, it did not come with ease and grace. So that meant that I had some very harsh lessons to get what I want. So let's make sure that we are, respecting the energies and making sure that other people are respecting our energies. So those projections can go right back to where they belong so that those individuals can take their own lessons and do with it what they may. Okay. So, just know you always covered. You covered. Because your girl woke up at 4 a.m. and I started praying for all of us, okay? But I'm going to need you to make sure that you do your due diligence and create your sacred space before going to sleep when you are inside your home, because, that's part of our lesson while we're here, evolving, is that, we are going to have these types of attacks trying to come at us so that we learn how to maneuver and how to shield ourselves from it. So keep your shield up. And for those of y'all that be doing that stuff against people, it's creepy. It's creepy. Just work on yourself. Just work on yourself. But that's the message. Love y'all. Bye.